Hey guys, my name is John. Now before you watch this video, I recommend you watch my intro video and the previous video on some of the positives I experienced when I was coming out. This video, we're going to be talking about some of the negatives and some of the bad experiences I experienced when I was coming out, and I'm going to share those with you guys. Just a little bit of a backstory. It's been about 10 years since I first started coming out. Obviously, coming out is a long process. It's not just a one and done type thing, and it's a life-changing event. But I've come up with about 5 negatives that I experienced. So I guess we'll just jump right into it. The first thing was feeling like I don't belong, feeling alone. I started to become very isolated, and my interest in the things that I love doing started to wane because I was entering into a depression. I've struggled with depression, and it is rooted in the fact that I'm gay and accepting it. It's taken me a long time to accept it. It's taken me a long time to overcome this, but I feel like I have. And I started to become isolated, and I felt very alone. And that was a horrible, horrible feeling. And if you're someone who's going through that right now, just know that you are not alone. That someone else is going through what you're going through. Someone else is having the same experience that you are having, and it's important to reach out to them, because if you don't, it could eat you up inside. And I know it's difficult for some people to ask for help. I know it's difficult for some people to go up to someone you really care for or someone close to you and say, hey, I gotta get this off my chest, or hey, can you listen to me? I personally was one of those people where I didn't want to talk about it. But you have to. You have to, because it is like the best thing for you. And I know there's a lot of risk involved when telling someone, but if you let it build up inside you, it could really rip you apart. And honestly, life's too short. There's only one person that you're gonna go through your entire life with. And if you don't know who that person is, I suggest you walk into a room with a mirror and look into the mirror, because it's you. You're gonna be going through life as yourself forever. So love yourself and embrace yourself. And just know that if you're going through a shitty time, you're gonna get over it. The second thing I had was a fear of being accepted by others. I went to an all-guys Catholic high school, so I really feared coming out among all these other guys, because you don't know what other people are gonna think. And that fear ate me up inside as well. But again, you're gonna take risks. You're gonna tell people. People are gonna react in a positive way or a negative way, but just know that the people who react negatively are not what you need to focus your attention on. The people who react positively are the ones who are going to be there in your life for a very long time, and they're the ones who are, you sort of find out who are the most important people in your life. I discovered my 2 best friends that way. But I just remember that fear of being accepted or not being accepted, and that was really difficult to get over. The third thing I always had a big issue with was being stereotyped. I did not want to be a stereotype. You see, mind you, this is like back in like 2008, or no, this is like back in like 2006 or 2007. I would just watch TV and see the gay stereotypes, and I would just think to myself, like, I don't want to be associated with that. I don't want people to view me as that. And that was a really difficult thing for me to get over, because again, you have no control over how people see you. But you just have to come to terms with the fact that you're not that stereotype, and you know yourself more than most other people do. So just know that, I guess. The fourth thing was, by the way, I'm not going to edit this. I really don't like doing jump cuts. The fourth thing was slurs. You know, when I was coming out, I realized, okay, these anti-gay slurs, well, they're about me now. And again, going to an all-guys school, you hear "that's so gay" all the time. You hear someone call another person yeah, a lot. And it really started to hit home that some of those slurs were about me, and I've had some of those slurs said to me. And, you know, words are very hurtful. But, again, they're words. But that leads me to the last point of fearing physical or verbal harm. And like I just said, I've had bad things said to me, anti-gay things. I've been verbally assaulted before. That was something I experienced in college when I was with when I was dating someone, and that was really traumatizing, and really not traumatizing, but that was really, really intense and scary. I've been fortunate enough to not have anybody physically harm me because I was gay, and I know that there are people out there who have, and I guess the thing I can say is that there are so many resources out there for you. There are so many people who are positive people in your life that you might not know yet, but they will be there. It just takes time to find those people. There's so much good out there, and there's so many people out there who do understand that what you're going through is very significant and very serious and very important to you, that if you search for them, or sometimes they'll search for you, and if you just give it a little time, you're gonna overcome it. You really are. And I don't want this to turn into an "it gets better" video, but it does. It does get better. It really does get better. It just takes a little while to get there. And the important thing is to not lose hope, because hope is really important. And many people in the darkest hour, they grab onto hope, and it often pulls them out of some deep waters. So I hope you took something away from this. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. I thank you guys so much for watching them. Yeah, thanks. Take care.